Okay, hello everybody, welcome back. Here is your boy Emil de la Cruz once again back with part number 5 or the last part of this tutorial because I don't think it's going to be necessary to show you other things because I think I already covered all the content I wanted in this video. The idea was to give you a guide how to make Pole Group Techno the right way, just the right way, because you start a track and in the end you'll have a product like this. Listen to this. So, I want to give a shout out, a real quick note on the guy. Let me see, what's his name? Let me see, wait a minute. Deca off 23. He told me my last track was really hitting this kick. So I wanted to show you how I do it and how you can make a kick really powerful in this part. So let me show you how I did this kick, how I fix it, because the kick was pretty weak, and the whole track was covered by melodies and polyrhythmic sounds. So I had to make lots of changes here. So let me show you what I did. That's a kick here. See, this kick is like a rock. And what I did, I got the kick. You see, I got the kick, the whole kick, just the original one, and then I took and copied it to a second pad so that I can pitch it up. So I pitch the kick from this to this. And this is what's giving the this middle range frequencies to the kick, so that that it will sound more fuller and with lots of energy. So let me show you. And you can add more of this here. See, this is this thump. The more you want, because sometimes you want more punch, so you can decide how you want it. I wanted to give you this tip right here. That's pretty simple, but a very important issue is the rumbling of this kick, the low frequencies you have to kill. This is how I do it, people. I always say that's my way. That's how I learning through tutorials and things, find out a lot of things. So don't do it like I do, just do your thing. So this is only my opinion. Yeah, so this is what I did. As you can see, I took all these side frequencies, and to taste, you can tweak a little bit. The mono, I made a kind of a hole here, an envelope, just to kill this, this boxiness of the kick. You see, like this, the kick is sounding pretty boxy. So if you put these frequencies down, you will get rid of it. So you see, you don't want this boxiness in the kick. So because it sounds pretty weak, pretty amateur. So, and that's the rumble here. power. Here is the same thing. I took a little bit of this. I took almost every side, you see how wide it's getting. So I just want this to be in the middle so that the kick and the rumble is pretty in the middle. So because low frequencies, you don't hear the position in the room. You just hear these rumbles, and these frequencies are very long, so you be careful. So this is how the MIDI looks like. Let me show you this one here. Where are you guys? Over here is pretty simple, but what you can do is here. You see, it's like there's a fourth one, but I don't know what happened. I just don't hear it. So, but you see, I copy this one and this one, and you can change these and arrange this however you like it, and you will have a really nice rumble or just horse type of sound. This galloping horse, how they call it, but everybody does it different. So that's my approach. So if you can learn something from me, just go ahead and do it. And that's the whole thing, kick and bass together. Again here, very important, kill these sides frequencies. You don't want this stereo image so bright on the kick and the bass line that you just everything you'll get is bad. So one important note to make is with the kick, I had to really like invert the phases, because as you can hear, now it's not working. It's not doing anything. I had to invert this because the kick was the bass drum was kind of, when I tweaked these parameters here, they had kind of a phase issue, and then I had to invert the phases, but now is everything okay as I can hear. Well, you hear this? This is really rumbling. I mean, this is really amazing. And another thing I do is really I use these plugin here called reference, just to reference the track you're approaching. Like if you and I do these at the end of the end of the track, like when I'm done. So because I don't want to mix when you're creating, the creative process is pretty complicated. So when you're in your sound and you start tweaking too much, you lose, the concentration of concentrating yourself on making music. So that's why I do these at the end, when I say, okay, I'm almost done, or my track is sounding the way I like it, then there's a lot of things you have to look at after, because you want to get this energy. Otherwise, your track is going to sound pretty weak, And that's how I do it. This plugin is really powerful. As you can see, it can match the level of a track, and you can even, hear the frequencies you're approaching. That's the way I do it. I won't play these tracks because I don't want to get any problems with YouTube, and they just shut down my videos. So. But that's a plugin I would really consider buying it, or maybe taking a demo, whatever. Costs about $50, so it's not too much. So that's the very important part of this tutorial, or this part number 5. I wanted to give a shout out to my man Dekov. He's really supporting my channel. Always commenting, always liking it. Thank you so much, man. And yes, I hope you enjoy my videos. And pass the word. Tell it to your friends. Tell it to your people. Follow me on Instagram. I'm on Facebook and everything. Yes, you can hear. You can buy my music on Bandcamp. And yes, that's part number 5. Okay, we're back here. So I show you what I did with this track. I show you, and there's a couple things I wanted to do here. People, I don't know what happened with this before. The kick, the low end was gone. I don't know what happened. So there you go. There's a lot of things I want to do here, like you see here, not here. I want to kind of introduce kind of probably a delay sign. Let me see if I probably can do it here like this. No, it's not working. Ah, shit, that's not it. I'm on the wrong place. It's this one here. Not working either. What's going on, man, today? Okay, let me put this a couple. Not this one here, just this small one here which is not taking too much, you know. And put it just down here, like that. Like that, pretty nice. Give another vibe. This track is ready for mastering, to be honest. You got power, sounding pretty aggressive. Hell yeah. Such a nice vibe. Probably like in easy, and I still use this old school type of thing, so a little bit too much. This sound here is, I don't know, probably I won't use this. It's like, you know, it's like too big. I don't know, it's too much for this sound. Hell yeah, people. That's more or less what I'm talking about. Pole Group Techno. Pretty hard hitting, you know. Pretty amazing techno. I really love it. So I would say it's the same thing like Pole Group, but it's close. It's really punchy. It's really there. The kick is really hitting hard. So you can play this track anywhere. Everything you have to do is to take care of these low frequencies. Work with this MS, EQ everything down there. EQ the kick. You know, the kick has to be really placed on the right place so that you can, you know, be sure that everything is okay. And something I really learned from this track was something very important is level, you know, because when you hit too hard, the kick is going to be really bumping, but you won't hear the track, just, you know, like everything, like the dynamic of it. So I think I did this a lot of time, and now with doing this track, I think I'm getting to the point. Still, there's a lot of things to do here, you know, to tweak, but I think you get the message here. Like, grab a limiter, a metering tool, and just really, like here, you can. I got this from. This one from from iCat Multimedia. It's a pretty cool tool. Put it here. And the first thing I would do is taking care of the kick. Like, you know, when you see that the kick is hitting too hard, I need one a certain level. So you bring this down to this level you want. Like if you say, I want my mix to be at least -4, -6. There's a lot of people that, you know, -6. Here I'm hitting to around 0.5, but I can change this any way I want. So I would really recommend using the metering tool just to, you know, to take care of things visually, because the ear is not really always helping. Sometimes you really have to look at these frequencies and look at the mix, you know, visually. So that's another tip. Hell yeah. I hope you get the message, my man. Deck of 23. The kick, pretty simple. It's a really simple thing. The only thing I added here was these kicks copies, and then a really lightweight compression, like you see 1.5 ratio, threshold around. This is really stupid tool here, but yeah, whatever. I would say this is about minus 10 or something like that. And then you see release, attack, 0 makeup. It's just to reduce some frequencies you don't want, or maybe to reduce too much pressure. And then this one here, kick, very important. Don't forget about the boxiness of the kick. So I think that's it. Everything you can do here is add some, you know, some more reverb. I took a lot of reverb because the mix was getting too loud and pretty, I don't know, not nice to hear. So yeah, I think that's okay like that. But people, listen to this kick. This kick is bumping. Yeah. Any effect you're adding loudness, so you really have to be careful. That's why I can, you know, sometimes it's really complicated. And what I would add here would be a transient master, something like that. That's a nice little trick here. This is getting the the transient of any instrument really to the point. Like you see, it's a lot, and this is, you know, making the sound a little bit softer. It's a nice one. So people, that's it for today. It's around, oh no, it's 9 o'clock here. Got to go to work tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, comment, share, you know, all the good stuff. We'll be good. I think I'm finished with this. I'll start another tutorial series, probably something else, probably some Soma record track. But I think I really have to be a little bit careful when I mention names, because people want to hear a certain track. And what I do is I do something that sounds like but not exactly that they the way they sound. So because it would be, I really would just copy one track and then do the same thing. No, I'm doing something different that sounds like that or probably like that. Some people won't like it. People will say, I got comments that it's not even, close to Pole Group, but I think that they really don't know too much about Pole Group because Pole Group is dropping tracks every week. Come on, let's be honest. So I won't do just exactly one track. I would do something like them, but with my approach, my techniques, and my liking. So if you want to do a Pole Group track exactly the way they do it, just go ahead and do it. It's pretty simple. I'm not mad. And by the way, I really like when you comment. Comment, bad or good, I'm good. I'm good about it. So it's no big deal. That's the only way we can learn. So, but I will leave it here, people. Thanks for watching. It's your boy. Don't forget, techno is king. One love.